Good morning, children. Today, again, I came back to you with one new lesson, that is Africa. Africa lies to the west of India. On this continent, there are extensive deserts, dense forests, long and broad rivers, numerous large lakes, and grasslands stretching over thousands of miles. There are certain wild animals which we do not find in our country. The world's largest gold and diamond mines are located here. Perhaps you will be surprised to know that Africa is the cradle of the humankind. Human beings first evolved in Africa and then moved to other continents. What are the boundaries of Africa? North, the Mediterranean Sea. East, the Red Sea. The west, the Atlantic Ocean. And in the south, the mingling water bodies of Atlantic and Indian Ocean. Africa, a vast plateau. Look at the physical map of Africa. Do you see any large plains in the interior of this continent? Only on the coast do we find a narrow plain. The rest of the continent is a vast plateau of varying height. Look for the valleys of the Nile and Congo. There are also several mountains on this plateau. The highest peak in Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. There are long and narrow valleys in the high plateaus. There are several large lakes in these valleys. There are two deserts in Africa. In the south, Kalahari Desert, and in the north, Sahara Desert. This is the Sahara Desert, which receives very scanty rainfall. There is only one river, Nile, which crosses the Sahara Desert. Look for some of the large lakes on the plateau. Lake Victoria is the largest lake in Africa. It is one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world. The Nile originates from this lake. The region where Nile has its sources receives such heavy rainfall that there is enough water to flow across the desert into the Mediterranean Sea. The Nile also flows through Egypt. Most of Egypt is a desert. The Nile has helped a civilization to develop in this desert. Egyptian civilization is several thousand years old. The waters of the Nile have helped to irrigate the fields of Egypt for thousands of years. Other important rivers in Africa are Niger, Zaire, Zambezi, Orange, etc. Next one is climate of Africa. If you look at Africa on the map, you will find that the equator passes through its middle. Thus, Africa is divided into northern and southern parts. The zone between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn is the hottest region of the world. There is hardly any winter here. This is also known as the tropic region. These zones, south and north of the tropics, experience summer as well as winter. They are called temperate regions. So far, we have been talking only about summer and winter. However, regions that are hot but receives heavy rainfall have a different climate from hot regions that get scanty rainfall. Regions with a heavy rainfall. A large part of Africa on both sides of the equator receives heavy rainfall. Look at the regions with heavy rainfall on map. They are in Central and Western Africa. They have dense forests due to heavy rainfall and warm climate. Regions with moderate and scanty rainfall. Look for regions with moderate rainfall in map. It surrounds the zone of heavy rainfall. In the regions with moderate rainfall, it rains only in the summer, whereas it rains throughout the year in the equatorial regions. As in our country, dry and wet seasons are distinct in the zones of moderate rainfall in Africa. Due to moderate rainfall, tall grasses grow in this region. In some places, these grasses are so tall that even elephants can hide in them. Some trees also grow between the grasses. This region is known as the savanna. A very large part of Africa is extremely arid. Arid means dry climate where the rainfall is scanty or there is no rainfall at all for several years. Almost half of the northern part of the Africa is an arid region and is called the Sahara Desert. Thorny bushes and short grasses grow in some parts of this desert. In other parts, there are large stretches of sand, bare hills and rocks, stones and pebbles. In the south, there is another arid region called Kalahari Desert. There are dense forests in another area. Trees and grass grow together. Elsewhere, there are grasses and shrubs, and in still other areas, there is no vegetation at all. Okay, children, thank you. I will continue the lesson in next class.